taking one day at a time and wondering when you'll be mine. I keep thinking about you day and night. I must admit it feels so right, right. Give it love, just one more try, one more try. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I should do. Having you by my side, without loving you, loving you. Every moment I find that I am always thinking about you. Every moment, nobody does it better. Every moment I find that I am always thinking about you. Every moment you came into my life so sweet. You really knocked me off my feet. I've been elevated, I'm so glad, 'cause you're the best thing that I've ever had, yeah. Give it love, one more try. I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. Having you by my side, without loving you, loving you. Every moment I find that I am always thinking about you. Every moment, nobody does it better. Every moment I find that I am always thinking about you. Every moment, every minute, every hour, every moment I find that I am thinking about you, baby. Every moment, baby, 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 yeah. Every moment I find that I am always thinking about you. Every moment, every second, every minute, every hour of the day.
Another day of nothing special, in need of something more. Same old, ain't working for ya. Then you gotta let it go. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes spoil yourself a little. You deserve to enjoy the life you worked so hard to lead. So why not treat the one who stares you in the mirror? You know you're long overdue for some relief. So why not treat yourself?
Don't wait for someone else. Why not treat yourself? taking all our rights away. No health care, corporate bailouts, poisoning our food, killing our children. What we gonna do? What's going on? Why are people dying so young? Tell me now. Can you tell me why? Why are people dropping like flies? Tell me now. Ooh, people don't give a damn, and I don't understand. Does anybody knows how deep the rabbit hole goes? Ooh, we're in the matrix. Oh, we're in the matrix. Oh, yeah, we are. Listen, every time I look around, they tell me cancer is putting somebody down. Yes, it is. And for a minute, everything is fine. Well, then the next thing I know, somebody got a stroke and left their family behind. I can't stand it. Ooh. 'Cause what we eat and what we drink is all a lie. Chemicals falling from the sky, and you walk around and you're still asleep. Know the truth because the truth will set you free from the matrix. Oh, listen to me. The matrix. It's got your mind. It's got your children. Chemtrails falling from the sky.
for me to know how much I'd love you. Maybe I could have played a better part and made it plain to see just what we'd go through. Yes, I would do it all again. Throw my cautions to the wind for your love, just to keep the fire burning. Hoping this time will never end. Rest assured, if you ever fall, I will be there for you. I will see you through it all. Na, 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 na. I look into your eyes and there I see what's in your heart. The things you hope for. Can we ever know our destiny? Will our fate be love, or could there be more? Yes, I would do it all again. Throw my cautions to the wind
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is now time for the Indie Live spot right here on your station GHP Radio, your independent music source.
It is, y'all. What it is, y'all. This be the universal question. We seek the answer. What it is.
Picture the world with me. This is what I see. Justice, equality, racial harmony. What can one person do? I'm one, you make two. I will stand with you. Together we are better. What is color? What is race? Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood bleeds red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my brother, for you. What is color? What is race? Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood bleeds red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my sister, for you. Picture the world with me. This is what I see. No war, no poverty, ethnocultural harmony. I heard one person say, love will make the way for peace and equality. This encourages me. What is color? What is race? Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood bleeds red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my brother, for you. What is color? What is race? Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood bleeds red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my sister, for you.
Yeah, we're thinking globally, we're acting locally. Want somebody, tell me what it is. Yo, practice like that does not bend, but if you bend your mind, you just might find a friend.
Find a friend. What is color? What is race? Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood bleeds red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my brother, for you. What is color? What is race? Sweet love. Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood bleeds red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my sister, for you.
CC, Frankie Thoma. It feels good right here. Step, 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 step. Come on, baby, come on. Come on, baby, come on. It feels good right here. Put on my linens and my loafers and just step it out. 1, 2, side to side. Come on, come on.
I'm watching you, watch me from a distance, and I'm feeling you, feeling me. I like the way you move, I'm in the mood for dancing or whatever. It's up to you. The way you're moving on the floor, can we dance, babe? Only makes me want you more. But your body yearning, yearning. It's me and you, one-on-one. Let's just step in, have some fun. I wanna dance, flirting with you right now. I wanna dance, the groove feels so right. I wanna dance, been flirting with you all night. I just wanna dance, yeah. Just dance. Just dance. 'Cause tonight I feel the vibe is right for me and you.
See the look in my eye, I'm looking at you. On the dance floor, damn how you do what you do. Go ahead, push it back, move it slow. At this point, I don't really care, she know.
Wait a minute,
boy. Tell your girl don't trip, cause we ain't about to creep. It really ain't that deep. It's just a dance, but a dance can turn to romance if we wanted to. It's up to me and you. The way you move only makes me want you more. Your body yearning, yearning. Let's just step and have some fun. Dirty with you right now. The groove feels alright. Been flirting with you all night. I just wanna dance. Oh, just dance. Just dance. 'Cause tonight I feel the vibe is right for me and you. Down. Break it down. Dirty, dirty. Break it down. Break it down. Dip to the ground. Dirty, dirty. You're on my back. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Break it down. Pull me in. Skin to skin. Twerk it for me. Don't just tease me. Touch my
Now I'm
body.
on that Tuesday smile. You from the 305? Go ahead, show me that two-step side to side, down south we stunt while the girl do the grind. One night out of the week, we ain't got much time. At this rate, it can escalate. You know how I get. Then it won't be innocent sweat. Let me pay my check. Grab your coat and we'll be gone. And in the morning, CC gon' be singing my songs.
Everybody, grab somebody. Move your body. Let's have a party. I just wanna dance. Just dance. Come on, just dance, dance, side to side, shine on, shake it down. Everybody dance. Come on, just
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of the Indie Live Spot right here on the live stream on YouTube, GHP Radio, and of course we're very, very excited again today for another great show, and it's got some good guests here with us. We got another actually a return guest, but he brought some friends as well, and you just got through hearing actually one of the tracks there from that latest CD. It was the Infinite Blue. The Dave Howard Initiative is in the house, and Grizz and Ray's here with me as well. So help us welcome both. Well, actually today we have Michael Johnson here with us, and also Dave Howard. So welcome, welcome guys. Welcome to the show.
Nice to be back. Nice to be back.
Yeah, man.
Good to see everybody here.
Awesome.
This show is a great show.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Sitting in the
for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We're happy about having you guys back on. Music's always great. Of course, you know, we're going to be playing some more of that music, but nice to kind of come back and touch base a little bit with you, Dave. It's the last time.
Yeah, I mean, were you able to get those MP3s from Michael? Yeah.
Yes.
It might be cool to kind of compare. I think Michael will have a lot to say about that, the vocal writing side of things. I don't know what you played first. What was on?
Well, I haven't played those two individual tracks yet.
No, I mean, what tune did you play off the CD?
Oh, Infinite Blue.
Oh, okay, title cut. Okay, that's one where Michael played accordion.
Nice. Sounded really nice.
Yeah, a little interesting. That was it was interesting because these were recorded with a rhythm section at a different studio during my sabbatical, or a good number of them.
Yeah.
So when Michael got involved, the rhythm tracks were pretty well recorded. We needed to. Michael needed to work some magic on him to get everything up to snuff. So there was some editing that we needed to do, and we brought in some other instruments. We brought in redid some keyboard tracks with Steve, the present keyboard player, and
brought in violin
on tunes. So there was a lot added, and it was pretty much Michael doing a lot of production, a lot of the producing and arranging.
Okay.
It's for me, it's enormous help to have him in the group. Friday nights, first of all, Friday nights it's been a year and a half we've played together Friday nights. So it's so relaxed. We start around 7. We show up, we have coffee, you know, and it's so relaxed because we played with each other so much, and prior to that a lot at work and just talking about production. Michael producing the CD. We don't really even think, and a lot of time it's like a lot of
telepathy.
Yeah, it's very strange. Sometimes we're playing and we just look at each other.
And you know.
Yeah. And we know how to end the song, and you know, it's
And just some of the stuff where we look at each other and go, wow, that should have been recorded. And then some instances where we say, good thing we're not recording, because we'll go for it, you know. It's the kind of gig where we have the opportunity, and it's 2 guitars and Michael singing, and but a lot of it is the 2 guitar interaction, and we don't use acoustic guitars. We're both playing Telecasters, so we can mess with the textures. And Michael is has his thing, and I have my thing. So it blends kind of cool.
Yeah.
And a couple of things about Michael, and I'm going to tell you when he's right in front of me, or he's not in front of me. He's in front of me.
I'm going to get embarrassed.
And
But
this guy,
he's right next door to you. On here.
he has great ears, so he does that Benson kind of vocalese thing when he's playing. But he'll nail stuff. I'll get done playing a solo and he'll mimic parts of the solo. But the interesting factor about when I first met Michael, the first gig we did together, I was playing with a quartet, and the bass, but I forget, the bass player couldn't do it, or I forget what happened. So Michael came and he also did the vocals. So we had charts, and the piano player was going, well, did you find out what keys he sings in? And I said, no. But so he's on the gig, and I'm going, so Michael, what key do we do this in? He goes, it doesn't matter. And so I kind of going, what?
Yeah.
Like, I'll adapt.
The vocalist, so we'd play the tune, and he would nail it. And then it got to the point where I was saying, Mike, what key would you like to do this in? Oh, whatever key you're doing in it. And he would nail it. So it's very strange.
That's cool though.
But hey, last night he brought in, we did a tune in a different key. It was just laid better.
Right. Now how long you guys been together though, as far as working wise?
Yeah. 10 years?
I don't know. Yeah, close to 10 years. Yeah, because we met each other because we were office mates at Berkeley.
Okay.
Yeah, we shared.
And so we just, and we of course bonded on our love of guitars and stuff like that, and then
here and
then I think there were just couple of opportunities to do these duo things, and so we just started doing those together, and that's kind of how it started out.
Yeah,
that is
and
cool.
Michael's CD came out, and Michael had a group together to push that.
Oh yeah, a rock thing.
Okay.
Yeah, more of a rock thing. So we did that. I think we did about 5 gigs pushing that, right? 4 or 5 gigs.
Yeah.
And it was a different thing for me. It kind of put me into a different light. We both played guitars.
Yeah.
Michael has got a different guitar style down. Michael can play all this kind of stuff and all the very, very heavy, cool rock stuff.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I could do some of that, but
a lot of my rock songs, I like interject little jazz sections in them, and so that's why I really wanted to have Dave, because he could really shine on those things. So
Right.
worked out, and I've always tried to, I would get tired of one guitar sound, so I really try to have it so I can kind of do a variety of guitar sounds.
Oh yeah.
But that's how and the collaborative thing. We at work we collaborated on stuff, even if it's class, like curriculum stuff. He's one of the only for certain classes. It's like, Mike, did you try this? You try this? What do you do for this? So there's that aspect.
Yeah, we're always sharing stuff with each other. Yeah.
Okay.
And Michael has a studio at his house, a recording studio at his house. So a majority of the recording was done there after those basic tracks.
Yeah.
And we blew off the first keyboardist and had a second keyboard come in.
Okay.
And so.
Because that's what I was getting ready to ask you next. I was going to ask you, who are the core members of Initiative, Dave Howard's Initiative?
Well, the core members would be Michael and I, and Steve Guthers, the piano player, and then Sammy Bancuso, who's Steve is on the CD. I don't think every track.
Okay.
Sammy's not on at all because we used all the drum tracks. But the new, we do, and we are going to get out a live CD. Mm-hmm. And Michael's much more adept at talking about this because he's really got production chops more in regards to the recording, and he's an engineer. He's taught that. But that I don't know the date on that, Mike. I'll let you talk more.
Well, yeah. I mean, we gotta do some overdubs and stuff like that. But we did the basic tracks. Actually, I was telling you earlier that I played at a memorial service this morning, and it's at this. I direct the choir at this Unitarian church here in Boston, and we have like a really nice sanctuary there. It's an old stone church from the early 20th century, and so I do a lot of recording there when I can because it's just a great space. So we did all the basic tracks there, and it came out great. Real nice live sound and everything. So
nice.
Especially recording something like a drum kit in a big hall like that, it sounds huge.
Yeah.
So.
And I tend to find that I think everybody plays a little different when it's live. You kind of step out of your comfort zone, and you go for it more. I think we try to do that more. I know when I'm in the studio and it's like, okay, take 2, take 3, it's a little bit different, but trying to get that live thing. I mean, I've done some live stuff in the studio and rehearsal things live. Michael and I both record a lot of rehearsals and stuff. I
think it would be awesome if you doing it live with an audience. Have you done that yet?
Yeah. Oh, I've done that before. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good feeling there. And you was just saying, like in the church, oh man, some of the churches got this acoustic, they got it down pat, don't they?
Yeah. Michael, tell him we've done gigs at his church. We've done jazz at the church there.
Yeah, I make Dave come and play at the church a lot.
It's a little early. I'm sorry, it's a little early, but it's good. It's good. The sound is good.
How early are you talking about?
That acoustic in their churches, man, I'm telling you, that's awesome.
Yeah.
9 o'clock. Yeah, the acoustics in the church are great.
Yep, I bet there, especially in that stone building.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Michael, I'm sorry, go ahead, Howard. Go ahead, Dave. Michael, I have a quick question for you. You said that you were doing like the rock thing at the beginning. Was it your own music that you were doing, or was it someone else's?
Yeah, it was my own music.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I would love to hear that.
I was going under the artist name Michael J. Johnson. So it's all up on Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff.
Okay. Cool. I'll look it up.
I could send you guys some MP3s though if you want.
I would love that. I'm still into my rock stuff because I still love my heavy metal.
Yeah.
I love I'm still a headbanger. So yeah.
So Michael, what you teaching engineering or what?
Well, I teach. Actually, I mean, Dave and I pretty much both teach the same stuff. Like I teach a mix of tech classes and writing and arranging classes.
Mm-hmm.
So, but before I came here, I was teaching at a small college right outside of St. Louis, and I was teaching mostly recording there. So.
Yeah.
Mike, tell them about the other places. You taught in Nashville. You taught in.
Well, no, I didn't really teach in Nashville, although we were close to Nashville, and so a lot of my students ended up down there. So it was in Southern Illinois, And so, you know, a lot of my students from that time when I was teaching down there ended up in Nashville, you know, and they're still down there doing stuff.
Cool.
Man, it seemed like, you know, y'all teach at these various universities or colleges. Man, make me think y'all was in the military where y'all be shuffling around.
Yeah, right. No, that's true. I mean, grew up in Denver and spent years in Miami, and yeah, I've been all over the place.
Yeah, shit.
I'm sorry, I'm just texting Steve to tell him to
get his button gear.
Yeah, you know, I wanted to mention something else too about the CD, because so there's those couple of vocal tunes, right?
Yeah.
And those were songs that you know, that Dave had written instrumentally, and he said, you know, would you be willing to try to write lyrics to these tunes? So I wrote lyrics, and then the one. So originally, when we recorded the vocal part to Every Time You Go, I just did it myself. And then I put this group together that I have now. So I've got a vocal group with 7 singers, including me, and we're called Green Line Extension. And I put this group together, and I said to Dave, well, what would you think about me doing a full group arrangement and having it with this song? He said, that's great. So I wrote it, and we just recorded all the vocal parts over the existing tracks that he had already done, you know.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. So and so I wrote this little kind of vocal soli thing, you know, a scat chorus,
which Dave was supposed to.
Yeah.
He didn't get to that.
So I mean, and so it's great. So I now, you know, when we do with the vocal group, and we've actually been doing a lot of joint gigs, you know, with the initiative and the vocal group. But when the vocal group does one of our own gigs, we perform that song, you know.
Right.
So it's part of the regular repertoire.
You know,
Cool.
and it's kind of the gigs that we've done together. The vocal group will come out and do some things together. Then the individuals from the vocal group, like there's one singer that plays saxophone, and he'll sing and play saxophone. Obviously, Michael will do his thing, and then Nicole, who you might have heard me speak about many times, because she actually works with me now and takes care of a lot of the initiatives, the website and all that, and she is very big into helping me with everything. But
she's my lead soprano in the group.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
We should have Nicole on here. We should have Nicole. Yeah, Nicole would be able to tell you a lot of crazy stuff about Michael and me. No, but I'm sure she might be listening in now. I talked to her earlier.
Well, cool.
But yeah, the tune and even titles and that type of thing. I think, I don't know, did I have a title to the tune when we?
I don't think you did. I think you just called it Bossa Nova song or something like that. And then, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at titles. I now am different. I do like to put a nice title, something that has some type of meaningful attachment to the tune. But yeah, so I don't know. Did I even give you an idea of how I wanted to the focus, the direction of the tune?
No, I don't think so. And actually, when I wrote that, my wife had gone out of town for a few weeks during the summer, and I missed her. So that's what I wrote the song about.
Yeah. So we, you know. The whole idea, even I think Michael said it, even now in the band, there's new stuff that I write, and Michael will say, Ed, do you want me to do the vocalese kind of thing? Am I using the right term, the vocalese?
Yeah.
He'll sing it without any lyrics, so he'll do that similar Benson kind of vocalese, ish kind of thing. And I had that on my first recording, Souvenirs. I should get you stuff from that, Gare, so sometimes you could play it.
Hey, Michael. So you can't stand to be alone for a couple of weeks?
And hey, Ray, did you realize that you interrupted Dave?
No, that's right. But
I want to talk to sometimes.
Well, yeah, but our guest was still talking and you interrupted.
I get that out before I forgot about it.
Right.
It's all right, Ray. It's all right, Ray. I'm stopped talking now. No.
No. So Michael said, well, I've done that because my wife was gone a couple of weeks there, and I was missing her. I said, well, hell, he can't be alone for a couple of weeks.
Michael, ignore the man. The show's not about him; it's about the two of you.
Michael, this is what I do. If I say something.
Okay.
He interrupts you. He talks over you.
I get lonely, man. You know.
Well, I guess so then. You sure it's all right.
But he does the Friday night gig with me anyhow, still. So he gets,
Yeah.
We eat dinner afterwards, so it's nice. But
one time she was out of town during Thanksgiving, and so I went and had Thanksgiving with Dave's family.
That's right.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
but
that was a trip.
Sure. Depending on how many family members were here, then yeah. I'm sure you got hit with the, oh, she just heard me. She said, "You don't say that." She's tuned in downstairs.
I can understand, Michael. I can understand that. You get lonesome and stuff like that.
But that's when the good writing.
Nobody there, you don't even know what to do with yourself.
Michael, Nancy said she heard that. She said it in the chat.
Just listen to the lyrics to that. Listen to the lyrics to that tune. But that's when some of the best writing happens. Was I talking to you, Mike? I was talking to somebody about. I seem to write really deep stuff, or when I'm either sick or by myself. So maybe it's a good thing. No. Hello?
Watch it, Dave. She says it. Watch it, Dave.
But
I should clarify. When I said that was a trip, I didn't mean it in a bad way.
Meant that in a good way.
Mike, you see if you're allowed over here Friday nights before the game. I got Steve saying he's trying to get the Skype thing happening.
Oh, okay, great.
Or he's he's just trying to get on so he can hear it. Oh no, he's learning how to turn on his computer.
Boy, I tell you. Boy, put out all this great music and just don't really have no tech savvy.
No, Michael's the one that hips me to stuff. Mike, can you do that? Yeah, Dave, you could do, you know what we should check out, because we've been talking about what if you want to play that tune and then to talk about it, maybe we can compare. I think Michael, we got him on the show here. I mean, the genius about, he writes every week for church, the church choir. So that, when he got back to me after he wrote this vocal arrangement, and I heard the basic tracks over what we did, I just went, that's what we did? Whoa. And I heard it bits and pieces of it in the levels of adding the vocalist. Right, so that was a cool process. And but yeah, I mean, I think all the three of you guys are familiar with this, right? You heard.
Well, that's true, Dave, because I forgot that. Remember, I also did just a demo for you just with all my voice.
Yeah, he tracked
so
everything.
I sang like all the
all the parts,
all the falsetto stuff and everything, just to show him what it might sound like.
Mm-hmm. That had to have been exciting. Yeah, nice. Well, let's play that for our listeners.
And that's Every Time You Go.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll be back. Y'all keep it locked right here.
Dave, you didn't tell me your whole family was listening.
Oh, my wife just said, Michael who?
Every time you go away.
Every time you leave, it takes all I have to keep from begging you to stay. Life without your tender touch isn't life at all. How can I go on
when you're gone? Every time you go away. Every time you go, time stands still. Every time you go away. Every time you leave, it takes all I have to keep from begging you to stay. Life without your tender touch isn't life at all. How can I go on when you're gone? Every time you go away.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and of course, you know, you've heard some wonderful music there from the Dave Howard Initiative, and we were talking a little bit about the track that we was playing a little bit earlier, that Every Time You Go, and then of course we followed it up though with now make sure I'm saying this right. Is that Mohu Hasu? Is that
yeah, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I should hear from downstairs if I am. It's Italian for "just go do it" or "come on, let's do it." Something translates kind of weird because it's dialect in southern Italy, and I used to hear them say it all the time.
Yeah,
and I didn't know if they were swearing at me or something, but so I decided to name the tune, and we could talk about that. We should talk about the vocal tune, but that tune was pretty much produced by Michael and I. That was all tracked with the G.
Yeah, we did all the tracks from scratch.
Yeah,
it wasn't one that you had recorded before.
And I really liked the whole violin guitar tune. Kind of added to the melody for the legato feeling of it, you know. But it was pretty easy to do, just getting people in the studio. And then Steve came in. Steve, you have a solo on that, right? I mean, you do an organ solo on it.
Yeah.
Is Steve here?
Yeah, you hear me?
No.
Yeah, now we can.
Maybe turn up the volume.
Or get closer to the mic.
Yeah.
Is that the thing that looks like a volume symbol?
Yeah.
Well, actually, you have to be getting closer to the mic because you probably got too far away.
How's that? Is that
yeah.
better?
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
That's much better.
Anyway, yeah, Mohatsu, I played organ on it, and it's another good tune.
Yeah, they're all good.
Yeah, so this is Steve, our keyboard player.
Yeah, welcome, Steve, to the conversation.
Welcome, Steve.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having us. We're trying to spread the word.
And like I was saying earlier, Steve has been to Italy with me for 3 years and has done a lot of shows in Italy. Usually I go over and I'll do a number of things by myself or quartet without keyboards, or trio. And then Steve comes over and you know, eats all my food and no. Steve comes over and, you know, I have to get a limousine to cart him around. No, so,
Yeah,
no.
he gets some, it's more like a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Are you coming with dirt too, Steve?
He's good. He's good. You know, he really he had no problem with the 100-degree weather, and you know,
It's good swimming. It's very beautiful there. It's southern Italy. Gorgeous. The Ionian Sea. It's quite beautiful. But we find some good musicians in Italy. We play just groove music, you know, and that's what we're playing here.
Yeah, and you know, so the venues over there are quite cool. I mean, you're playing venues outside, and I know Michael would love it. And like I said, I tried to get the full band over there this year, but it became a budget thing for one concert in particular, and won't talk too much about that. But it was one large concert, that same venue that Matheny and Schofield played at. So it was really cool. And you guys have seen the pictures, I think, maybe on Facebook or my website. You're playing, there's just beautiful venues. Even the clubs outside. We played this club called Vista, which is kind of on a cliff, overlooking a cliff. Great sound system for that place, which can be kind of rare.
But you're way up high on a cliff overlooking the Ionian Sea. It's quite beautiful. And sometimes when it's not too hot, a beautiful breeze comes through. It's just a really nice, people like hang out outside and eat and listen to the music. It's very relaxed.
Yeah,
very nice scene.
I can imagine.
And you know, they're drinking. It was packed. We had the place packed. It was good. And then there's another venue that I like, that we played. What is the name of the place where it was all everything was, you walk in, everything is white lights. It's white.
They have these translucent Buddhas about the size of a human being sitting there, and there's light inside.
Wow.
Yeah, it's such a strange place, but I forget the name of it now. But very cool atmosphere.
It's Pino's place, no?
Yeah, it's Pino's place. I forget the name of it now.
I thought that might jog your memory.
Yeah, I can't remember. But
I think people there have lights inside too, like the Buddhas. But it's hard to find it. You have to like look for it.
Huh. Man, that was cool looking though.
Sounds interesting.
It's hot sometimes, but it's nice.
He gets by in the heat. Michael likes the heat too. That's how I choose the members of the band. What do you play? What do you play? Do you like playing outside in 90-degree weather? Yeah, that's good. So,
you choose us because we're all hot.
Yeah.
Who cares how you play? It's all what you look like, right?
Nancy put in the chat room Il Blue.
Yeah, Il Blue. That's another one that I played quartet. Steve wasn't there, which is unbelievable. That one's right on the water. You could walk, 35 feet from where we played and walk right into the water. But it's on cliffs, all the cliffs. Steve, remember that place? The place where we stayed was very close to it. This year, it wasn't open. A lot of the places open up for a year. They make a lot of money, and then they're sold, and then nobody opens them.
But you guys have talked, some of the tunes that Dave has written, for instance, Calabria's influence is the state of Italy, the southern part of Italy, and there's a few tunes influence, Mohuatsu being one of them. So,
yeah, Obsidian Beach.
Obsidian Beach.
I don't know, Steve. Were you at that?
No, it hurts my feet too much, so I don't go to beaches that have obsidian in them.
It's the lava from the volcanoes, and it's unbelievable. Wow. And it doesn't really. They're a little bit larger stones, so they don't stick to you. Anyhow, they're beautiful. It's beautiful beach. And obviously you can buy the jewelry that's obsidian, the black stone. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dave's tunes are beautiful, and he has impeccable taste in music.
Yeah.
See ya.
And send me that check, Dave, and
I I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this correctly, but Nancy put in Praia al Mare.
What, hon? Nan.
Here we
What
go.
is it? What? Say it again. Griselda, say it again.
Okay, she put in the chat room Praia al Mare. I don't know if I pronounced that right.
I don't know if
Al
she's
Mare is-
cooking something or that's something.
Maybe that's the name of the beach where
Or-
Brazilian Beach is.
Where? The jazz festival where?
I was close.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Praia al Mare was what bass played.
What was the name?
Praia al Mare.
Oh,
That's
oh
what-
yeah.
the white-
What was the jazz festival? I played this
This
jazz.
is riveting radio, isn't it?
Hi, Nancy.
City Radio.
Giselle, say hi. She wouldn't come in here because she just doesn't. You know.
Hi, Nancy.
You guys played a bunch of tunes already, I assume, besides those two you mentioned? You guys been playing?
In the background, there's just music playing in the background when we're talking. And we're going to, when we do live again, don't bring in the other ones.
one we did play was Obsidian Beach.
I think it might be cool to back up and maybe talk about some of the tunes. I mean, I've done this before, but we never got involved in the real talking about the tunes. I think every time you go, obviously with the vocals, it is like one of the special tunes on the CD for me. I've done some collaborative stuff before, but never like this. And not just Michael, but knowing the members of that group and being close to Nicole, and so it's a real.
That tune has had a very bossa feel to it.
Yeah, I mean, I
like that.
A lot of my tunes tend to have that. A lot of the older tunes, like Steve mentioned, Calabria. Calabria is another tune where Michael sings and does the vocalese thing on. I wish I had sent Gary a lot the MP3s for the older tune, because we do those, and it would be cool to. I mean, we're doing the live recording has music from or a lot of the tunes from the first CD I did called Souvenirs, but we're doing them live now with this band. So there's a whole different life to them, and so it's fantastic. I mean, yeah, I mean, my writing back then was a little bit different. I mean, and then the new stuff I'd like to do, or I'm doing more of, and it is considerably different too. Much more groove based than starting off feeling like I want to write this type of tune. Griselda, you mentioned bossa nova. I was always, as a guitar player, influenced by bossa nova. So,
but you've been doing a lot of funky kind of tunes lately.
Yeah, and so now I'm more into the I'd call it funk. I'd call it the smooth jazz, but more groove. I think it's a little bit more aggressive than really some of the smooth jazz stuff, but I think the production side of things might change that. The big thing about the music to me, and Steve and Michael will, I'm sure, be able to add some. It's always been my idea to get the band tight, but to always have that degree of being able to mold it per night and have each individual in the band be able to add their thing to it. It's the important factor to me. If I had to do like a Dave Howard cover band, I couldn't stand it. I mean, right. What are you laughing about, Mike?
That was a funny way to say it.
Mike on that, but
I mean, when Steve comes to Italy, I have to tailor the tunes to work for what we have available and the level of musician.
The Italian musicians.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: y'all go to Italy almost every year, every other year, or what?
Yeah. Well, my wife's Italian, so there is a house there. This past year, I didn't stay in the house much. We rented another location. But yeah, I mean, I've been going to Italy for 18, 20 years. So, but this year I was up in Prague and Budapest, and I would like to play up there more. I would really, and I'm talking to. I've been corresponding online with 3 or 4 European booking agents that are just tough getting back. You know, getting back to responding. You know, I've talked to Gary. Is Gary in the chat room? I've talked to Gary. I've talked to Keith. Sorry.
Yeah, Keith. Yeah, Lord B's in the chat.
Yeah, he's in there.
And he's been in the last 4 months. He's been real great guidance on a lot of things, but you know, hipping me to certain things. But again, Nicole, and like I said earlier, Noel Bradley, who's been doing some booking, but he's mainly covering the States.
Okay.
And I really feel stuff's going to start taking off, or you know, so it's good.
Yeah.
And it's like Griselda, I told you numerous times. She started this. You know, I don't know how we contacted each other. I contacted you.
But this is when we first contacted each other. This was a long time ago when I was still helping out with another artist, and you wanted me to help you in that direction. But I can't remember what happened between that. But then
it was Spain. I think I took off to Italy, and there was some space. But finally, I did the show. The first time I did the show. But yeah, the Italy thing has become a big part. I don't think this year I'm going for that long because there's stuff happening here, you know, which is real nice.
As far as I'm concerned, you have a really solid band, very good players. Everyone's dedicated to just playing together and being open and improvising and keeping the groove and respecting each other. And it's really been happening, and it's been a lot of fun. I think we're all enjoying playing, and I think that people will pick up on that, especially with this live thing too that we're going to be doing. I think that will be reflected in this live CD we're going to be doing. We are doing it. Finished soon.
Cool.
That is good to hear.
I think Steve and Michael are going to get together when I'm in Florida, do some editing and overdubbing. But,
yeah, then we can talk about Dave behind his back this time.
Yeah.
Do it. That's it.
In a respectful, friendly way, of course.
Yes.
Like brothers, right?
You know, both these guys, I think Michael did it last night, told me to turn down. Oh, no, we actually had a woman tell us.
Well, yeah. There was, this woman right in the middle of a song came up. You're so loud, I can't even hear myself think.
Oh, my goodness. No.
And you should have told bye, Felicia.
Yeah. Just like, you come, we're there every Friday. You sit right in front of us. You know, what do you expect?
You could wait at the end of the tune also.
Sit further back or leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Does she pay to come in?
You know,
it wasn't. You don't have to pay a cover or anything. So it's a restaurant with a bar, you know, and so you got maybe 20 people at the bar, and then other people sitting at the dining tables. But that's the first time that's happened.
Did she have too much?
Man, that don't even make no sense. The music, jazz music is not that, it's not that loud or anything like that. It's not like you going to a juke joint.
Yeah.
And music just blasting at you.
Well, maybe she had one too many to drink.
And lately.
Maybe it's just very hard for her to think. She has a lot of trouble thinking.
Yeah, but she probably had nothing to think with, right?
Yeah.
And the place was sure a lot louder the week I did it with Steve, too, Mike.
Yeah. Now, last year around this time, there was a really drunk guy who came in right before, like the day before St. Paddy's Day, And after every song, he would scream "Freebird." You know,
we're not at a rock concert.
every song. Yeah, we are not a rock band.
Yeah.
And if I never hear that song again, I'd be a very happy person.
Yeah. No, I know.
Got so burned out on it, like, oh, I don't want to hear it ever again.
That's funny.
You know, it's just like I was last year. I was at a comedy club. Boy, look at this person was just heckling the comedian. Boy, that comedian got on him. Boy, told him up. That man got up and walked out of there. He was embarrassed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Usually I have Steve. I usually have Steve reprimand people that get, you know, that.
Yeah, one last shot this evening.
The man was short.
Short shot.
He was ugly, and he had a woman on his arm. The woman was taller than him.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that, boy, that comedian heckled him after you.
Oh yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah,
Well, when you heckle someone, who has a microphone, you're taking your own life into your hands.
That's right.
You know.
Exactly.
So my wife just filled me in. The place that we played with the Buddhas all lit up, and it was called Lab. L-A-B.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you know, and it was packed. The place was packed, and the thing about that is, and then they hang around afterwards, so you can't get gear out. You can't load the gear out.
But they call it a lab because it's like the movie Young Frankenstein when the Buddha.
Oh, okay.
After midnight, the Buddhas start getting up and walking around and shining their lights on everyone. And everyone freaks out.
And I think the place is open till 3 or 4 in the morning. So
wow,
party all the time.
I mean, Steve, did you do that gig with me there where
3 or 4 o'clock in the morning? That sounds like a Jew joint.
See what I mean? He interrupted you.
I mean, it was insane. We played gigs there where they said, "Oh, you start at 11," and then we wound up starting, I think, at 1 o'clock.
But they do feed you very well. That's one thing. The Italians are really good about making sure you eat, you sit down. You don't have to go through the back door, for instance, to eat or go in the kitchen. You know, you're really part of the scene, which is nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking up after the nonnas, I'm sure.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like, you gotta eat because you're too skinny. You gotta eat.
Oh, yeah. No, but there's a respect and kind of a human, I think it really, not to get too pedagogical or historical, but I really do think it goes way back to like the Greek times and the Roman times when a stranger would come in. They would really respect the stranger, give food and take care of them. You know, there was that kind of respect.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say, what are those things that people used to eat and get, you know, eat and eat and eat and eat and then eat more.
Orgies?
Yeah, yeah.
We should be so lucky.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the Italian thing is cool. But I would like to get back to Prague, you know, and it would be nice to do it with the band. So Michael sent some MP3s. Mike, did you send the MP3s at a vocal group thing?
Yeah. I sent our newest single, which is it is my it's sort of a mambo take on the song "Happy" by Pharrell.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and then I sent one of our a cappella ones, which is my arrangement of the jazz standard "I Could Write a Book."
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay, well, let's listen. Have our listeners check it out, and then come back and you can talk about it, because sounds good.
Michael does some beautiful vocal arrangements, really.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, great move.
The other thing, it's like I was mentioning about Michael, it's the texture thing. The band is starting to get like really cool into adding more textures. Except for Steve's doing more. Michael, with the vocal thing, it's cool. Michael's going to start bringing acoustic bass too, besides electric bass. So, yeah, there you go. The acoustic bass. The acoustic.
Yeah, I just got it.
Nice. The whole different texture, the bowing thing. So the other thing that I plan on doing, or we plan on doing, we're going to start quite soon, is, and we've done it in Italy, where Steve and I will come out. Steve plays some harmonica too on Mohatsu. The intro to Mohatsu now has harmonica on it.
That's right.
And I'm starting to play. I'm going to play some slide on that. So it's a whole kind of different guitar thing too. So the band is adding a lot of texture. So it's like I was saying earlier about that everybody has the charts and we know the tunes, but from time to time, let's do this, and that's the beauty of the thing. That's why I feel I love this style of music. Be it called whatever, fusion, the smooth jazz thing. I mean, there's so many different directions that you could take off in, and like I said, adding the vocal thing, be it just Michael or adding more than two vocalists. It's cool.
Yeah, embrace us. Don't excommunicate us. Embrace us.
Are we in church all of a sudden?
Yes. No, smooth jazz, any jazz. It's good music, and it's really beautiful music, and there is a groove. So I think we could be into a lot of stations.
Yeah.
If I say don't excommunicate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Good music is good music regardless.
Yeah. I think we can.
What Dave's saying, you're just adding those other layers onto the good foundation that you started with.
Yeah.
I mean,
and we should play that tune though, I guess, right?
Which?
Yep.
The one of the singing tunes, one of Michael's tunes.
Yeah, that's what he's doing now, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
We're not.
Which one are we starting with, G?
We'll start with Happy, and then I could write a book.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Quiet.
But yeah, it.
Hold on, Steve. Are we up there?
Hold on.
Okay.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here.
Oh, nice pictures, Mike. Did you send me? Who sent me these?
With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Here come bad news, talking this and that.
Talking this and that. Give me all you got. Don't hold back. Don't hold back, yeah.
I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine.
Just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't nothing. Bring me down. My love is too high. Too high, yeah. Can't nothing. Oh, bring me down. Bring me down. Can't nothing. Bring me down. My love is too high.
along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
I never cracked a book, I played the hook. Never answered any mail, to write I used to think was wasting ink. It was never my endeavor to be too clever and smart. Now I suddenly feel a longing to write in my heart.
If they asked me, I could write a book about the way you walk and whisper and look. I could write a preface on how we met, so the world would never forget that the simple secret of the plot is just to tell them that I love you a lot. Then the world discovers as my book ends how to make two lovers of friends.
down. And the simple secret of the plot is just to tell them that I love you. Then the world discovers as my storybook ends how to make two lovers, how to make two lovers, how to make two lovers of friends.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and all right. Well, we had some great music there. There was a couple of new tunes there from Steve here. Steve can talk.
No, from Michael.
I'm sorry.
From my group.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, Michael.
They're called Green Line Extension.
Yeah.
And it's X-TENSION.
Yeah, so it was happy, and I could write a book. Both of those two.
Yeah, yeah. And so actually that name, we were, because we're a vocal group, and we were kind of thinking, well, Manhattan Transfer kind of did a New York-ish name, and we were trying to think of a name that would kind of evoke Boston, and Boston has the T system, which is the Green Line, is one of the oldest lines in there, and so and they had been talking about adding this new length of track to the Green Line for a while, and they were calling it Green Line Extension. So we just thought that'd be a cool name. It's kind of like Chicago using Chicago
transfer, yeah.
Yeah. But so and I think actually it's been a pretty interesting name. I mean, because people tend to remember it.
Yeah.
So
sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so both
reminded me a little bit of Manhattan Transfer.
Oh yeah, thank you.
That kind
of. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, Grizz froze up.
Yeah, Griselda froze up.
I'm sorry. I was just saying that it reminded me because of the tightness of the vocals.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Manhattan Transfer that way.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, they're definitely a big influence. And another big influence on our group is the group New York Voices. I don't know if you've heard of them. But one of the singers from New York Voices teaches at Berkeley, and he's actually worked with a lot of the young people in the group. So, but yeah, I met so the group is myself, my wife, and these 5 other younger folks who are all recent Berkeley alums. And I met them because I'm the faculty advisor for this club at Berkeley, which is also a vocal jazz group called Point of Departure. And I had just decided I wanted to put a group together because that's kind of what I did a lot when I was in college. And it was for a while I was in college, I really thought that was what I was going to be doing after I got out of college. And so but my career had taken me other directions. So, but I thought, this is the time to do it when I have all this talent around. And so I just kind of reached out to a bunch of them and said, I would really like to put this group together. If you know anyone who would be interested, let me know. And practically all of them said, I'm interested, and it was perfect. I mean, I had all the voice parts I needed. The young man who sings lead on Happy, his name is Robbie Pate, and he's just an incredible tenor, just with an amazing voice. And then actually on I Could Write a Book, Nicole, the lead soprano, sings the solo at the beginning, and then my wife, whose name is Ani, sings the solo in the middle of the song, and then I did a scat solo, and a couple of people did scat solos, and so
cool.
Yeah, and our bass singer played the saxophone solo on Happy.
Wow.
That's nice.
What's that?
That really came out nice.
That's a very talented group.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because of that, it's really nice when we've done certain things together. There's all those different avenues, the sax thing, and everybody kind of does an individual thing. Mike has really kind of directed this thing so that everybody does something alone.
Yeah, so I do the arrangements. I do the arrangements and direct the group, and then kind of like I do with Dave, I a lot of times will end up playing bass with them. And I played bass on that recording.
Ah, okay.
Is that
bass guitar upright?
No, that's regular bass guitar. Yeah, electric bass. Okay. I didn't have the bass. I didn't have the upright yet.
But it's like I said, things are going to change. Things are changing, so that we're all adding new. And Michael now has the acoustic, so it will be a nice new texture added.
Absolutely.
And then Steve left, right?
No, he's still there.
Oh, Steve's got some great keyboards, and somebody's just got to show him how to. No. You should see Steve and I when we're in Italy together. It's like an odd couple, but right, Steve?
Whatever you say.
Are you Oscar?
He's not mine. Steve.
I'll have to kick your ass after the show.
Fight now.
Let me ask you this.
So well together. We're fighting while we're playing, and fighting with love.
Let me ask you this, Steve. Have y'all, man, Michael, have y'all thought about integrating B3 with y'all?
Oh, yeah.
We do an organ sound from the Nord that I've got.
Okay.
So, yeah, like Mohatsu had that sound.
Yeah.
And we're doing some of Dave's, I was mentioning before, newer tunes, which is more funk, maybe rhythmic. Well, they're all rhythmic, but more funk-oriented. We're doing some organ stuff with that, too. So we're
and we're also doing a kind of bluesy song that I wrote, and Steve's playing B3 on that.
Okay.
Talk about pouring out your heart and soul.
Yeah, but
Michael on that tune. Come on.
Yeah. The other thing too is, like I said, Steve plays harmonica Steve has played harmonica in blues bands before, so it's a whole texture that I'd like to add more. But in the beginning of Mohatsu, he plays. So it's like I said, the band kind of evolves. I mean, it's kind of interesting how from gig to gig things change, and it's the way it should be. I mean, we keep it moving, keep it changing.
So evidently you got a Lee Oscar over there, huh?
I don't know about that, but maybe it's Sonny Boy Williamson or Little Walter.
Okay, Little Walter.
Harmonica player. You remember that song, Juke?
Oh, yeah.
Juke joints.
Yeah.
It was a hit song in the 1950s. Actually hit the charts. I don't know how.
I tell you a song that
music has changed a lot since then.
Yeah. I remember when you say harmonica and stuff. I remember. You remember the group War, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember that song Gypsy Man? I don't know if you ever heard that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all harmonica. I mean.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that in years. I was just sitting there thinking about that when you guys was talking about that.
Yeah, there was some nice harp on some of that stuff. Yeah.
And he's pretty good. I mean, he's got a lot. So I could call keys. We could do some different keys. He did it in when we were in Italy. Several nights we used it, and we just need to let him break out more and go wild. But
no, that's okay, man. Tasteful. Whatever you want. But anyway, the main thing, we have a lot of fun playing. For me, I mean, I'm sure it's fun for everyone, but it's a real joy to play. It just feels great playing, and it feels great afterwards, and that's why you want to play more. It's like an addiction, but a healthy one.
Yeah.
You know, excuse me, I'd like to see you on that organ, and that organ you playing and the keys is jumping. You walk away. If you smoke, get your cigarette, light it up, and take your drink. I like to see that, and it's still going on. Sound like Jimmy Smith there.
Oh no, but it's not tobacco.
Yeah.
okay. Oh, don't get him started.
I know you're in Texas. You got to be cool in Texas, but we're in Massachusetts.
You know something?
You know, it's different.
Know something? I'm in Texas, but I tell you, if they better not legalize nothing down through here.
Why is that?
I'm gonna start smoking.
Oh yeah, I know. I hear that.
that's the bottom line.
Meanwhile, they have liquor stores in every corner, so that's not.
Yeah, they got a liquor store on every corner.
That's not.
Shoot. I quit smoking weed when I came back from Vietnam because everybody was going to jail just smoking, so I quit. Since they got it legalized in Colorado and Oklahoma and several places, shoot.
Yeah. So you don't go up there anymore?
Huh?
They don't let you cross the state lines anymore?
No. No. Man, they still got dry counties here.
Maybe we should take that into account when we plan this like little meeting thing. You know, this party.
Yeah. But no, I was smoking some marijuana. I ain't gonna sit and tell you no lie. I'm gonna smoke me some. Let them legalize it in Texas.
That's fine. Come to Massachusetts. We'll smoke it together.
I know that's right.
Anyway, the music that's important.
Yeah, I mean the thing that I'm finding exciting right now about the band is, like I said earlier, with Noel and booking some, with James too, doing some booking more locally, with Nicole's help, I'm really starting to feel some positive stuff happening. And then obviously the support from you guys is what started it. I mean, it's been great. I mean, the friends that I've made since I did this show first has been amazing.
It's great. It's great.
Thank you. You never know.
And I also just want to say real quick, I'm seeing on the chat a lot of love for my vocal group songs. Thanks everyone in the chat room for that. And you can find those on Apple Music and Spotify and whatever other streaming music you go to.
Yeah, and I believe everybody's familiar with the davidhowardmusic.com that I've been saying since the last show. But you can hear all my music there, and it's also on YouTube. It's on
Spotify and Apple Music too. Yeah.
The Dave Howard Initiative.
But Dave, I thought you were going to say Dave. Dog, I forgot his name. What's the guy that played the violin? His name is Dave. Country and Western.
Oh, yeah. The Devil Went Down to Georgia guy?
Yeah.
That's Charlie Daniels.
Charlie Daniels.
I was like, Dave playing a fiddle? What?
No, what I was gonna say, Dave Matthews Band.
Oh,
Dave Matthews. Okay, yeah,
Dave
that's right.
Matthews plays the guitar.
The guitar. Yeah.
But he's got a fiddle player.
Oh, he does? Okay. That I did not know.
Yeah,
in the band.
He's got a great drummer too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He's got a great bass player. And we see him all the time walking in and out of Starbucks between classes at Berkeley.
Is that right? Cool.
Yeah.
Teaching or student?
Yeah, he's teaching. Yeah, he teaches here, Victor.
Yeah, Wooten is, man. He's Victor Wooten.
Oh no, I'm sorry. What am I thinking?
You're thinking Bella.
Sorry.
That's who.
I'm thinking Bella Flex bass player. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm confused. I'm not even smoking anything. I don't know.
It's okay.
It's just a weekend. That's all, Mike. I get brain dead, so yeah.
Well, guys, gosh, we're actually coming down about 2-3 minutes here, so.
And it flew.
Yeah, it went by quick. Man, we should.
This was fun. I hope really soon we get some stuff to play, some of the live stuff, and I think maybe if we might be adding 2 or 3 more tunes to this, and I think those will be tracked as opposed to getting back in to the church and doing the tracks there. So I feel I'm excited about this new thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, there is that interaction between all of us doing the live thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's great.
Yep, and watch for us playing gigs at a venue near you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Dave Howard Initiative.
It's interesting because Noel has a lot of energy and he's making some calls and all that. You know, it's tough to do the live thing, especially getting there and doing, you know, either flights or, I mean, I was talking to Steve just the other day about driving. You know, we were talking, how far could we drive from
all the way to Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, you know, I have took off from here and drove to Atlanta straight through to Atlanta.
No, I was talking to Keith. Yesterday, and he said, "Dave, I drive. Where's Keith in Atlanta? And
he's in Atlanta.
He's driven to Detroit in a one-shot deal.
Oh, yeah.
I've done that too, just from here to Atlanta.
How many hours is that?
You got
about 12.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Man, if you got a couple of people driving it, you know.
Yeah.
That ain't no problem. All you gonna do is stop, get gas, get you something to eat, and go to the restroom. Man, back in the car and going again.
Yeah, not killing an hour and a half or 2 hours in the restaurant. I'd rather, you know, but I'm talking Philly, I'm talking Pittsburgh, I'm talking, you know, Virginia, wherever, Atlanta.
Well, you know, like I said, instead of just, you know, like I said, flights or going to, you know, what is that? Hartfield? What is that? What's that? That's in Boston. What's that airport in Boston? Logan. And coming from Logan to Hartfield, that's in Atlanta, man, you're talking about $700-800 one way almost.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, forget about it. We fly, you don't make it, you know.
Well, yeah, you know, shit. Just jump in a van, you know, shit.
Listen,
it don't take you no time to get anywhere.
You could rent vans fairly cheap now.
That's right. It don't cost. And I think I spent going to Atlanta this past summer in gas. I think I spent probably $200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll use the Batmobile.
What we do is, if we'd probably get Steve to drive most of the time.
We can have a logo on the side of the Batmobile. Dave Howard.
That's right.
Yeah,
Hey, I want to tell you something, guys. Really cool. Off the air. Pietra Battarasso has talked to me. She's the one who did this CD cover, that has the back, like the back of the painting. And she told me, she said, whenever you're ready and whenever you guys have a new CD, she'll
do the cover again.
She's in Rome, Italy. She's a pretty well-known artist in Rome, Italy. Very
cool.
Very competent.
And very cool. Very cool woman. Very cool.
Very nice job
Okay.
on that too.
Okay, Dave, again, tell the audience where they can get your music and where they can find more stuff about you.
You can find more about Dave Howard and the Dave Howard Initiative on davidhowardmusic.com. Any of the CDs can be found on CD Baby. Any of the streaming, any of the digital platforms, or let me know on the site. Get a hold of me on
And
my
sign up for our email list.
Right, sign up for the email list. So if we're in your neighborhood gigging, you could show up, and then you can get the CD hard copy or whatever.
Okay. And Michael, what about you?
So our group is glxmusic.com, and we also have a mailing list.
Okay. And Steve, do you have anything as far as, or are you just in collaboration with these guys? As
I
far
have
as
a great deal of love for all of you. I'd like to spread all the way to Texas.
Okay. Feeling the love right now.
Yeah,
Our initiative. We're having a lot of fun. The music's great. They write some beautiful tunes. We're grooving. It's a great band, and thanks for your help. Every little bit helps,
And Ray, if you're cooking, we're getting in a van. We'll drive.
Yeah.
Well, come on, because I got a son can cook too and a daughter.
And, the other thing too, I don't know if Joyce is around, but I wish Joyce was here. You guys, Michael, Steve, you're missing out on a great. She's a vocalist saxophonist.
Yeah.
Marvelous musician.
Yeah.
But I want to give a shout out to her.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Missing Joyce. I don't know where she's at today, but yeah.
Probably working.
Gigging. Maybe she's gigging.
Yeah.
She could, but she normally lets us know though. That's just it. I didn't hear anything from her, so I'm like, I have no idea.
I know it's because I was on and she doesn't want to talk. No. Now I'm just doing that so she talks to me. So she texts me or something.
Yeah.
Obviously, I want to thank Michael and Steve. Well, did I say Steve? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I want to thank Michael and Steve for
putting up with you. Yeah.
And adding their words.
You're welcome, Dave.
But
Now, Michael,
I want to thank you three. Really, it from this time has been a pleasure again.
Well, anytime, man. Anytime.
Yeah. Thanks for your help, guys.
And thank you very, very much.
Steve, next time you come on, you make sure you got that camera so we can see that mug.
Yeah. I'll show you something.
I don't know about that.
Maybe you want to check out my website.
What is it?
I can't tell you over the phone. It's a secret website.
Oh, that's right, because you're in Witsac, right?
You have to pay money though. You have to subscribe. Anyway, it'd be nice to see you guys too in person, for real.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys.
All right. Thanks again. I'm going to sign off.
All right.
All right.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Really.
It really has. And
sorry to be so silly.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Can't help yourself.
Okay, guys. Well,
wait till we start drinking some of that punch.
Hey.
I'm telling you, this is my kind of fella there.
Oh, Lord, give me strength.
All right.
All right, G. Close out.
Adios.
All right. Well,
Bye.
everybody
Thanks,
have a
Cam.
everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves, and please tune in next week and join us right here, same place, same time. And you guys have a great weekend as well, all of you.
Thank you.
And all right, Grizz and Ray, take us out.
Well, hey man, it's been our pleasure having y'all on. It's been a ball. I'm telling you. And like I said, you hadn't seen nothing yet. I ain't got a loose yet. So, but when I do, you'll know it. But you know, y'all have a good weekend. See y'all next week on the radio.
Excellent.
Okay. Thanks, guys, again for being here. So glad that you were able to be here throughout the whole show. So thank you. Chat room, thank you for being here, for supporting us, and for making Gary and I laugh because we were checking out what was being said in the chat room. So thank you for the entertainment. Have a great weekend, everyone. Take care. And we will see you next week right here on the Indie Life Spot.
All right. See ya.
Ciao.
All right. It's great meeting you all.
Same here, Michael. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gee, where can I get